fucking profit. But people, they're too worried about their competition. That's what a lot of it is. Because they'll see that, well, the guy down the road has dropped his prices, so we'll drop our prices too. What tends to happen then is that you drop your prices, competition drop theirs. Things tend to then even out, so you get the same amount of business long term, only you're being paid less to do it. So everyone's working harder, everyone's working for less money, and all the clients are suffering because you can't deliver top quality at low price. That's the danger of a price war. Price wars, no one wins them. They're a Pyrrhic victory. You end up harming yourself even if you win.
Mm-hmm. And often even the client suffers in price war.
Absolutely, yeah. Nobody wins a price war. Nobody wins a price war, least of all the fucking clients. Now, here's a very simple way to eliminate the worry of competition. Now, my words are very carefully chosen there. I'm not saying how to eliminate your competitors, because we're not into this fucking macho style of marketing where you kill it, crush it, destroy your competition.
Rather, bollocks.
I used to do, I'm a karate, not a karate, I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. And jiu-jitsu is very different to karate and things like taekwondo in that you don't meet the threat head on. You move out of the way and use the momentum against them. Well, I use the same approach to my competitors. I move out of their way, let them get on with it. All right? And that's very simple. And it's very simple to sum up. Don't compete with people. Just create. Meaning, do your own thing. Invent your own systems, your own ways of doing things. I hate to use this fucking way, I'm going to do it. May God strike me down. Be authentic. Yeah? Be yourself. Have your own values. And this also comes into the work we do in Kickstart. Have your own set of values, things you stand for, things you will not tolerate, things you will tolerate, not just in others, but in yourself too. Be somebody. Somebody who's respected. And in that case, we don't have any competitors because nobody does what we do in quite the same way, with the same attitude or even the same result. So I'm quite happy to talk to other marketers in the same industry. I don't educate them, but I'll kind of have a conversation. And it's like we hedge our bets and hide our stuff from them because we don't want them finding out because they might copy it. They could fucking good luck with that. We don't have any competitors. We refuse to acknowledge them. They're just not there. Yeah. They're just not.
I'd send them our shit if they wanted it that bad. If they
I would.
Kindly.
Because they'll never understand it. And even if they did, it doesn't matter. Because if they copied it meaning they implemented the same stuff in their own way, it would be so different from ours. It would still work, but it would be different from ours in a way that means we still wouldn't be competing. That's the whole fucking point. That's what real authenticity is. So, don't compete with people, create.
I remember
that is another way, by the way, for anyone who's paying attention to any of this, that is another way of saying stay in your own lane. Mind your own business.
Yeah.
Focus on your actions, your behaviors, and your thinking, not everyone else's. Because they're all thinking, need to go in at a low price. Yeah. We have to do what everyone else is doing. No, you don't. In fact, it's not only you not need to do what everyone else is doing, you really don't want to be doing what everyone else is doing because you all look the fucking same. You end up being like teenagers. Everyone knows how different teenagers are because if you ask them, they'll fucking tell you. But they all look the same. Weird and different, like every fucking teenager ever.
I remember at the beginning of the first lockdown when it was all kicking off, we was growing at a very, very quick rate. And obviously our clients were all looking towards us,
Leadership.
Yeah. And we were supporting them. And then they also asked, because obviously our business isn't a fucking construction business. They were like, well, what's your plans? And I said, well, whatever our plans is should be very similar to yours because your business isn't fucking different. And our plan is to lead the market. And you should too. We're going to create a set of materials. We're going to create webinars. We're going to create this, that, and the other in order to lead the market. But we behaved as if anybody who was listening was our client. I can't, looking back, I don't know how we worked so hard to pump that much shit out. We was going live like 3 times. No, we was going live every day in the Facebook.
I was going live every day, yeah.
Yeah, we was doing trainings every week.
You know what we were doing, don't you? We were pivoting.
We were pivoting. We yanked on the fulcrum or whatever the saying is that we came up.
We led.
We led.
We became leaders.
But we did that by creating. We just
Yeah.
created, we created, and we put ourselves in our own lane. And we had boiler installers and plumbers and whatnot asking, well, what do we do? And we said, well, your clients are just as human as you are, and you're our client. No,
Yeah.
they're going to need somewhere to look at. And if you're helping these people through it, and you're giving advice outside of boiler advice, for example, they're never going to go anywhere else ever again.
No, Dan Kennedy's, again, he passed on the quote from someone else. I don't remember the original source, even if Dan gave it. He said, people are walking around with an umbilical cord in their hand looking for somewhere to plug it in. At times like that, when COVID kicked off, and right now as well, when times are tough, people look for leadership.